for me. Rob, hey guys. Morning, guys. How are you? Happy to be here. Unfortunately, I neglected to check the weather forecast before coming to Chicago. I was like, oh, Chicago. I brought like heavy coats and big sweaters. It's the lightest thing I brought. I apologize if I'm in like a full parka. Or please. Who's first time? Welcome, guys. The rest of y'all, welcome back. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all's shadows, at least facing this way, because we've got the old strobe lights on. What did you think of Action Apples last Tuesday? So for those of you who don't know, whenever Jensen directs, we shoot that episode first because he has to prep it and he has to kind of cast, so instead of shooting it mid-season. So that was actually the first episode we shot this season, right?
Yeah.
Aired third.
Yep. Yeah, which is always a little tricky, and I'm very thankful that they do that scheduling wise. It does give me an opportunity, as some of you know, to start early without having, because otherwise, if we shot it in order, I would be working on episode 2, acting wise, while trying to prep for directing episode 3, and that would be, I mean, it's already challenging now, but that would be insane. So,
and I'm thankful because I know the first episode back after a long summer, I could be like, Ackles, help me out, man. I've been drinking and don't work me before 9 a.m. Please, I'll buy a bottle of wine or whiskey.
Yeah. So, but it is a little tricky with the head trying to keep it. Okay, all right. We're 3 episodes into it, so this is where we are in the story. This is where the characters are. And then we have to go back in time when we shoot the next episode, so it's a little tricky, but I'm glad they let me do it. It's fun. So Demon Dean's gone. Okay, so they hate regular Dean.
Yeah, I think we might. What's that?
It's a 50-50? All right. I'll take that.
60-40.
60-40. Wait, what's the heavy-handed one then? Demon Dean? Really? You know what? If we'd have gone 5 episodes or 8 episodes with Demon Dean, you guys would be going, all right, enough with the black guys. No?
So you hate Dean's regularized?
Send your letters to organizers.
See, I'm like 75-45. And an extra 20% for scared Dean. I was told
For Yellow Fever Dean.
Yellow Fever Dean. You were?
Oh, you were turning into a Dean girl.
Yeah.
No, I think
you're going senile.
I think what you meant to say was I was becoming more of a Dean girl.
I'm already a Dean girl. This is a good
Yes, you are.
right? You gotta love some Dean. Before we waste too much more of you guys' time, I see a hand.
No, I enjoy wasting
straight
time.
up. I see that. Yes.
Hi guys, I'm Kasha.
Hi, Tasha.
When you did Eye of the Tiger, no, I'm just kidding. Taking yourself away from your own character, what do you think, what are your hopes for each other's characters this year? Because I mean, every year is different. What do you want to see from him or Dean?
I'll go first. I really hope that we see a lot of Dean's backstory and side story that doesn't involve Sam. I think maybe 4 or 5 episodes where we just don't see Sam at all. Just to really kind of, I'll film me watching it or something.
See, you got to be more creative, Jared. An invisible spell. So the voiceover. So Dean's there, you just don't see him.
Yeah, I'll film all my stuff like in a green screen. in a Harry Potter suit, the tight green thing, in the same football game.
About that wasting time.
About that wasting time. You know what? This ship has already sailed. I wish, all joking aside, I do wish we got to see more of Demon Dean. You know, it was something fun that I was able to. I think when I either did Soulless or the Gadriel number, I understand why I was able to last for 10 or 11 episodes, because we could still have a relationship. You know what I mean? So I understand why they kind of had to quick time it, because you can't just have Sam and Dean never seeing each other for 10 episodes. So I get it, but I wish it was a little bit more cat and mouse, a little bit more kind of like hot on his tracks. Like I wanted sort of I was very happy with how it turned out that way, but I wanted more like you ever seen the movie Heat? Like Pacino, De Niro, kind of like you're waiting the whole damn movie, and finally they talk. I'm like, that's cool. So I wanted more of that, but I understand.
More of a build-up of the tension between, like, you know, what's going to happen when they actually finally meet up. Yeah.
So that's what I want to say.
Jensen.
Well said.
Yep, there you go. You want to know what I think should happen with Sam? You know, a long time ago, someone once told me. No. I think that I would really like to see more of what Sam did to find Dean when Dean was a demon, and the things, you know, even if it's flashbacks, to see kind of to what end and to what degree he went in order to find his brother. And I think that if there's a dark side of him that came out in order to do that, then I think that would be fun to explore, or at least be fun to have haunt him now in his current state. And, you know, and it's, of course, it would be like a secret that he would harbor, and that Dean would start to pick up on, and then, you know, at some point it finally comes out. But then also Dean's dealing with the same thing, because he's still got the mark of Cain. So there's an element to Dean that is not cured, and it is, you know, yeah, he might not be a, you know, a quote unquote demon anymore, but there's still a part of him that is still very much affected, that it's going to play a role in the future. What kind of role and how big a role, we're not yet sure. But I think that'll come back to rear its ugly head, and I think also what Sam did while he was searching for Dean will also rear its head. Sure, back there. Yes. Yes. No, not you. Yes.
What just happened?
Hello.
Hi.
So we both know Sam and Dean have both been through a lot throughout the course of the show. So for you guys, what chapter of your characters' lives has been the most interesting for you to portray?
The characters' lives? I always go back, for me, just to go ahead and start this boat off. I always go back, I love season 4. I don't know if it was flavored by the fact that I met somebody that year. So it was kind of a happy time. As much as on screen it was kind of strange, but it was such a long arc. I really dug it, and I've always really loved when Sam got to be, you know, Soulless or Lucifer or Gabriel or Ezekiel or Meg or, you know, and on and on. Yeah, anybody but Sam. Yeah, I'm like 90-30 with weird Sam. Or I guess it'd be the other way, because the 90 should be heavier. Yeah, 90-30 would be like that. That'd be 30. You know? Because the 90 lifts it up. So I did love that. I love that arc. I love the big, massive story arc for Sam and Sam.
I wish that we could have gotten to see a little bit more of Dean in Purgatory. I really.
They shot a few scenes that they didn't air. So when Dean arrived in Purgatory, he actually arrived naked. So, you see him sew.
That sounds like heaven.
Yeah, it was very much like.
He was a crochet.
It was actually very much like Terminator.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like I was Tim Tebowing.
be in the Supernatural box set after it's all.
Yeah,
Very
director's
special
cut.
feature, yeah.
Director's
Director's cut. I beg your pardon.
What? Yeah, I think the
The
purgatory.
director's.
Don't. I know where you're going. I'm gonna leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
How's it put that there?
Yeah, even though the purgatory stuff was a little annoying because of all the blood and the mud and the dirt.
And it's one of our furthest away sets. It's like an hour away.
Yes, I mean it was very uncomfortable shooting that stuff, but I think it turned out so cool, and I really liked the look of it, and I liked the story behind it, and the fact that it was like this pure hunters, war zone. And I thought it'd be fun to see, Dean and Benny, and maybe if they somehow Sam shows up looking for Dean. Yep, Sam.
Sam wouldn't do that.
Yep, that's true. I thought that would have been very, very cool, but I guess the writer said different things.
And that in Purgatory, I don't know who has been to Vancouver or who hasn't. I don't know if I've done this set visit, but it's at a paintball field. So every now and again you'll see scenes like in Death's Door when Bobby is kind of going like, wait a second, I got shot in the caboose or whatever. I guess the caboose would be here.
The engine.
The engine. He gets shot in the engine. All that stuff is actually all filmed at this paintball field, where if you look very carefully, you'll see some scenes sometimes. And we'll
Look at the
actually
trees.
Look at the trees. You might see like
The
white
pepper-
dot,
pepper
orange
ones.
dot, because it's actually where they do paintball. So you can't go over and like touch up 1,000 trees. So you can't actually.
Except the portal. The portal going in and out of Purgatory, remember that with the windstorm, and it was like up on top of a hill. Well, that was up on top of a mountain on this massive rock. And,
But my portal.
yours was different.
And Panther paintball.
Yours was a Panther paintball.
The hair commercial.
That's what they call it. But the portal for Dean and Cass
Was actually the
awful.
portal to hell.
It was. I think it was literally. We found the portal to hell and we filmed it because it was awful. It must have been like 90 degrees that day. We were basically on a rock that was soaking up the heat, and rocks retain heat.
Like pebbles.
So it was like it was like working on a frying pan. We've got all this blood and this stuff that's just melting and getting into our eyes, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Okay, start up the fans." And these are fans. They're called Ritter fans, but they're from a company that is literally www.bigassfans.com. And I think on the front of it was like, "This is our Gale Force Wind edition." So it was like a propeller.
Oh yeah.
It was much larger than this.
And it just goes really fast.
So 90 degrees, they kick these fans on, there's like 3 of them strategically placed, and then, so what happens? Rock, dust, debris, leaves, tree branches, just like,
You can see the dailies. They had to I think they just printed everything to try and get it. Because you'll see like Misha, Pebble. It's very dramatic. It's like a legitimate.
and if you notice, like, we can hardly open our eyes because there's so much debris and dust whipping around, and it's like, we couldn't even open our eyes, it was so bad.
They were acting
horrible.
great on accident. It's like, hey, just turn the fans on, roll the camera. They're like, oh god.
Yeah, that's some of the best performance we've ever done, and it's because we weren't performing. Just trying to save our lives.
Let's head over here. I saw somebody in the front row with their hand up. Yes.
So my question is.
Well, let us speak on the behalf.
We both know her. And so I've been wondering for a long time, what episode did Genevieve know that she was really a baddie and not just a demon in love with Sam?
Who?
Oh, I got this one. I don't know. But I can tell you this much. I can tell you this much because we were dating at the time. She didn't know how long it was going to last. At first, I think they signed her for like 2 episodes. And then they kept